Have you ever wondered how a website or app is designed before it's built? Well, one of the secrets lies in a tool called a wireframe. Picture a blueprint, an architectural plan for a building. Wireframes serve a similar purpose in the world of design. They lay out the structure, functionality, and content of a page or screen, providing a clear guide for both the design and development teams. Wireframes are like the unsung heroes of design. They help streamline the process and ensure that everyone is on the same page before any pixels are pushed. They're a way to visualize how users will interact with a site or app, making sure their journey is seamless and intuitive. They're not about colors, fonts, or graphics. Wireframes focus on what really matters, the user experience. So if you've ever marveled at how easy a site or app is to navigate, you likely have a wireframe to thank. Imagine wireframes as the skeleton that supports your design, giving it structure and form. Why and when do we need wireframes, you may ask? Well, imagine building a house without a blueprint. It's the same thing with creating a digital product without a wireframe. Wireframes are crucial in the early stages of the design process, helping us to visualize the layout of a website or an app. They are like the skeleton of a digital product, providing a clear view of its structure. They help us organize elements on a page and see how they'll interact with each other, bringing clarity to what the final product will look like. Wireframes also play a significant role in facilitating communication among team members. They help everyone involved in a project to understand the functionality and the layout of a product, providing a common language for designers, developers, and stakeholders. In essence, wireframes serve as a common ground for designers, developers, and stakeholders, setting the stage for meaningful collaboration. Now that we understand their importance, how do we create wireframes? Well, the process is quite straightforward and can be broken down into a few steps. Firstly, we start by defining our objectives. What is it that we want to achieve with the website or app? Who is our target audience and what are their needs? Having clear goals from the get-go is crucial as they serve as the foundation for our wireframe. Once we've set our objectives, it's time to start sketching. Now, this doesn't have to be a work of art. Simple boxes and lines can suffice. The aim here is to lay out the basic structure of our website or app. Where will the main navigation be? Where will the content go? These are the types of questions we should be asking ourselves at this stage. Next, we add in the details. This is where we decide what content goes where. For instance, we might decide to place a call to action on the homepage, or perhaps we want a contact form in the footer. Again, we don't need to worry about design at this stage. We're simply deciding on the placement of elements. Now, you might be tempted to jump straight into the design phase once you've got your layout sorted, but hold your horses. There's still one more step left in creating our wireframe, and that's the review. The review is where we take a step back and critically evaluate our wireframe. Does it meet our objectives? Is it user-friendly? Can it be improved? It's important not to rush this stage. After all, it's easier to make changes to a wireframe than it is to a fully designed website or app. And there you have it. That's the process of creating a wireframe. From defining objectives to sketching, adding details, and finally reviewing. Just remember, the goal of a wireframe isn't to create a pixel-perfect representation of your final design. Instead, it's to establish a clear and simple structure for your website or app. Remember, it's about simplicity and clarity. Wireframes don't need to be perfect, they need to be functional. The design process is iterative, but when and why should we iterate on wireframes? Iteration is an integral part of the design journey, not an afterthought. It's like being a sculptor, chipping away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within. Only instead of marble, we're working with wireframes. So when do we iterate? Ideally, after every round of feedback and testing. These insights help us to see how users interact with our design, what works, and where the stumbling blocks are. The more we test, the more we learn, and the better our designs become. And why do we iterate? Simply put, to make our designs better. Each iteration brings us one step closer to a design that's not just good, but great. It's about refining, polishing, and perfecting our ideas. We iterate to build better user experiences, to make our products more intuitive and enjoyable to use. Iteration is the key to perfection. It helps us refine our ideas, improve our design, and ultimately build better products. Let's wrap up everything we've learned about wireframes. These invaluable tools help establish the structure of your design, providing a clear roadmap for your project. Crafting them involves meticulous planning and thoughtful decision-making. And remember, iteration is not just encouraged, it's necessary. It allows for continuous refinement, ensuring your design meets user needs and business goals. With wireframes, you're setting a solid foundation for your design. So go ahead, sketch, iterate, and create amazing designs.